every photographer I know at some point needs to use flash, just little units like these. Now whether you're using, I use the Canons, or you use a third-party brand flash, one thing that, depending on what you wanted to do or what your budget is, you're going to buy one or you're going to buy the other one. However, the one thing that you will buy that is exactly the same for both is batteries. And these things eat batteries. So if you're buying alkaline batteries, you will go through a few sets quite fast if you bounce your flash or you push hard flash out, or like what we do is we put 3 or 4 or 5 of them together and create a wall of flash from a single unit. Especially if we want to get really high speed, we can get a 20,000th of a second out of these flash units. That's very handy, especially if you want to stop motion like water drops or food splashing or a tennis player or something. These are very handy to have, especially if you don't have a big rigs like a Profoto B4 or something like that. But back to batteries, that's what I actually want to talk to you about. We live on rechargeable batteries. We don't want to throw a bunch of them away. We don't want to buy batteries for all time. Rechargeable batteries have come down in price quite a bit, looking about 150 to 250 for a pack of AA batteries, just like these ones, standard AA batteries. But what's important is the charger. I tend to forget to charge, and especially with using a lot of packs of batteries. I would run on a typical shoot, I go through 4 to 8 packs of batteries, packs of 4. So if you're going to be running a 15 or a 30-hour charge, you need to have a lot of chargers, or you need to start early. And the problem with most rechargeable batteries is they start to lose their charge over time. So it's important to buy batteries and chargers that can function well for you. I've settled on this Powerex Maha charger. This is a fast charger. It's a 1-hour charger. It's got a few settings. You can do a 1-hour charge or a 2-hour charge, so it does a discharge and then a 1-hour full charge, just refreshing that battery. Or it can do a half charge, where it does a 16 or a 32-hour charge. So a 16-hour charge, a slow charge, it's better for your battery. Or it can do a 32-hour, it will discharge for 16 hours slowly and recharge for 16 hours. So it's 32-hour charge. That's what this little jobby can do. Why this and not something else? Why did we settle on these ones? You see it's got 8 slots here. So those 8 slots are very, very handy. Because you can charge 8 batteries at one time with a single charger. But another thing that is very important is if you put in 1 battery, or 2 or 3 or 4, and no matter which slot you put it into, every single station is its own charging station, and on the screen you will see a report of what is happening. Is it busy discharging? Is it busy charging? Is it completed its charge? That's what makes this very nice. More generic chargers, for stuff you just buy over the counter when you buy batteries from a supermarket, like these, they usually have a requirement that you must always lock batteries together. So you must always have 2 batteries on one side or 2 batteries on the other side. You can't do 1-1-1. You must always run it in 2s. And if one of those batteries are dead, the other one gets affected in the charge as well and damages the other one. And they tend to overheat and things like that. So I'm definitely not a big fan. I mean, they work, but I'm not a big fan of these. This charger from Powerex Maha chargers are very nice. And you can also immediately see if you run a battery pack flat, and you put these in, and it shows you one of the batteries charges full within minutes, you know that one of these batteries are dead, and that's influencing the performance of your flash unit because you've got 1 dead battery. So get rid of that battery, bring in a replacement battery for it, or for the pack. You don't have to chuck all of them, but you can, because you can now charge 1-1-1. Another little benefit there. And then what we do, of course, is we've switched from, unless we want to really have a lot of power available very quickly, we will use the 2700 milliamp Powerex batteries. I really like these. They don't run so hot if you push them very hard. I've never blistered one from a fast charge. or from working them very hard. They get hot, but not as hot as other batteries that we've used in rechargers in the past. But the problem with a standard metal hydride battery is once you charge it, as soon as you finish charging, they start to run down. And as they get older, within about 4 days, they're virtually flat, and you've lost more than half of your charge on these. So we've switched to these ones, also from Powerex. It's called their Medion. And there's very many brands out there, but the principle is the same. These retain up to 80% of a charge for, I think, 6 months or something like that. So it's nice, we can charge these and throw them in a bag and know that if I don't finish up with them this week, next week I can still use them. I will still have more than 80% of my charge left, or 75% of my charge left, and I can do a lot of work with them already. I don't have to recharge all my batteries this week and the next week and the next week as I need the batteries. So that's why we went. They're a lower capacity, so they don't last as long as the 27 milliamps. So these ones are, I think, 2,400 milliamps. So it's not that bad. It's not that big a difference, but they work a treat. And yeah, so that's it. This is what we suggest, the Powerex Maha chargers. Then the other thing that's just important to know is the faster you charge a battery, the more you shorten its shelf life or its life. So if you charge it at slow capacity, the 16 hours or 20 hours, whatever is suggested, you will keep about, they're talking about 1,000 charges on a battery. On these ones, if you fast charge it with an hour or 2 hours, you're looking at about 100 charges. So it's 10% of the capacity of a battery. But think about it this way. If I'm working on a day and I need to get batteries charged and out again into the field, I want this thing running. I don't have 16 hours to get another set of batteries up. I can put these in within an hour, they're ready to go, cool them down for half an hour or so, and then you can shoot with them. Hour and a half tops, and you've got 8 new batteries ready to go in one of your flash units, instead of having to buy extra packs of batteries. So the other thing is, I mean, 100 charges means that's 100 shoots that you're going to be on, or let's say you double charge on a day. It's at least 50 shoots for, let's say, $200 for a pack of 4 of these. You're still going to save quite a bit of money on a per day basis on your batteries instead of using alkalines. And 50 shoots, if you work on a standard of 10 shoots a month like many photographers do, it's 5 months. It's a half a year of shooting, half a year to a full year of shooting, in which case it's most probably suggested to, in any case, change your batteries out for some fresh ones. So that's why we've started going the fast charge route instead of just a standard slow charge. Obviously, if you don't need that speed and things like that, you can look at the slower charge batteries and the battery chargers that gives you a lot more performance out of it. Powerex Maha makes another battery charger that actually tells you per battery how much capacity is left and if it's got dead cells and things like that. But it's a slow charge, it's not a fast charger, which is also a very nice one to have. But this is the one that works in our studio. Fast charge, 1 hour charge. We will sometimes do a half charge, so like a 2 hour charge, cycle down and power it up again. But for the rest, this is what we use in our studio. So this is another one of our studio essentials. If we're going to be shooting flash, it goes out of a flash, the charger comes with us, and the batteries come with us in really big packs. Yeah, that's it. Another studio essentials, answer on a little bit of battery and chargers there for you. If you enjoy these videos, please subscribe to our channels. Also, please contact us with questions or any suggestions you might have to improve this and make this better for you. We'd really like you to use these videos and refer people to these videos because they're helpful. And if, like I said, if you go to our website, you can ask questions there, and there's a lot more articles and some behind the scenes videos and everything available for you there as well. Right, till next time.